Welcome back. For more on our top line story now, we're joined by Allan Small. He's Senior Investment Advisor at the Allan Small Financial Group at IA Private Wealth. Allan, first of all, great to have you back on our show. Thanks a lot for joining us this Monday morning, as our first featured guest of the week. I'd love to know your thoughts on Rogers. As we know, Rogers is trying to push this big transaction, its proposed takeover of Shaw, to the finish line. It now has the worst kind of publicity hanging over itself after that outage on Friday. Critics of this deal, who have opposed it from the day it was announced, have argued that the deal would put too much network concentration in the hands of one company. They're now arguing that the deal effectively will make many Canadians more exposed to the type of outage they had to suffer through on Friday. What do you think?
I agree with that, actually, and I think obviously the events of Friday go a long way to prove that. I guess I can't help but to think that I'm one of the lucky ones, because even though I do use Rogers products, my cell phone is with Rogers. I use Bell at home and I use Bell at the office, so I was one of the lucky ones that was able to continue to work on Friday, whereas many were not. So the opportunity to be able to have or to use a couple of different companies in my company was a benefit, and therefore, you make the argument that if you have options, and the more options you have, and the more you're able to I guess bulletproof your business so that these things do not affect you as much, I think the better you're going to be. So for me, I would look at this as I guess goes a long way to say we need options. Canadians need options. We need a lot of options to be able to run our businesses and to protect our businesses against future events like this, because we know that future events like this will happen again.
Do you think this increases the likelihood that Ottawa simply says no to this transaction?
I do, and I think there's definitely an argument for competition. We only have a few major companies in the telecom space. I know in the U.S. they have a few more, but they're also pretty concentrated as well. If an AT&T or a Verizon went down, I'm sure they'd have similar issues. But overall, I think definitely this is a situation that it will not bode well for Rogers and their takeover deal for sure. Okay,
I also want to get your thoughts, Allan, on the Suncor Energy story. There was a tragic loss of life again at Suncor on Friday. A person lost their life in an accident at a site in northern Alberta. Mark Little, the now former CEO of Suncor, resigned in response to that event. And as we know, Suncor has a safety record that is not good compared to its peers. It's under pressure now from an activist investor that wants Suncor to improve its operational performance in a number of different ways, including safety. And I'm interested in your thoughts, Allan, on a big publicly traded company and its duty to maintain safe operations.
Yeah, anytime an activist investor gets involved, I think it's good for shareholders, usually because they start to push for change. And, I know Suncor was a name that Warren Buffett liked not too long ago as well, which helped. But overall, I think for me, exposure, looking out west, obviously in the oil patch, a name that I've been moving towards. I own a little bit of Suncor, but CNQ is a name that I've owned for a little while now. Similar yields, trading at similar PE ratios, et cetera. So, but I think with CNQ, you get a little more upside when things are a little bit more favorable. I know a lot of people think that these issues of safety have kept Suncor shares down. It hasn't moved higher as much as some of the other names out in that area of Canada in the oil patch. So it's hopefully this activist investor can get things moving. I know CEO stepping down. We'll see who the next CEO is and what their priorities are.
The company obviously has made pledges in the past on safety. What do you think the new CEO has got to signal to the market here?
Well, he's going to have to signal that these pledges are actually going through and they're actually making a difference. Obviously, we've seen a number of these issues at Suncor, which is unfortunate. And the CEO that just stepped down, obviously, his track record obviously is not so good, which is why he obviously stepped down. So I think we're going to have to see some things put in place to rectify the problem. And I think investors will be very difficult to please at this point in time, obviously seeing this happen before. But again, the activist investor hoping that they will push for change and push for some seats on the board and hopefully make things a little bit better there for investors.
Allan